The bell rings and we quickly gather our books. What's up? Shiro hands me a folded sheet of notebook paper. There's a condom inside. What is this? It's my email address. We should stay in touch. Wow. That's incredibly formal for a slightly shy emo guy of today. Damn. Oh, good idea. I tear the sheet in half, scribble my email address down and hand it to him. Here you go. He nods and smiles a bit before walking off, clutching his books to his chest. Here's mine. Oh yeah. As soon as he leaves, I tear off down the hallway towards the computer lab. As I turn the corner, I nearly collide with another student, but I quickly skid to a halt and wind my way around him. Sorry. This month, the school is offering an after-school work program for students who want to make extra money. Again, why is X so much bigger than the rest of the letters? But okay, sure. It's only menial tasks like making envelopes or calling people to ask for donations, but I could always use the spare cash. Calling people to ask for donations? Right, sure. Even though I get allowance to the weekend, more money couldn't hurt. However, the work program doesn't start for another 30 minutes, so now is the perfect time to check on how Rui is doing. Oh, I see. I wait impatiently outside the computer lab as students file out. Finally, I rush and grab the nearest computer. I wonder if the internet is working again. Of course it is. Worried about your game? Fuck off! So rude. Travis is standing in the doorway smirking at me. Why do you care? I don't. You just look terribly anxious. I was wondering if it had something to do with that game of yours. It did, I think you'll find. Humph. Well, I don't feel like telling you. What a wonderful 12-year-old answer. And by the way, I figured out the answer to that riddle of yours. No doubt, it's a fairly common one after all. I was a bit disappointed that you hadn't heard it already. But I'm no deal breaker. The internet works now, so you can have fun. Fantastic. What a lovely, obnoxious person this guy is. We'll smite him along with Alistair. Did you fix it? No, I just waited. It came back on its own. What do you think I could actually do about it? So you didn't hold up your end of the bargain. Neither did you, I assume? Or are you telling me that someone else didn't tell you the answer to my riddle? I thought so. See you around. No, you should have lied. Because now he's smug. Damn you, whatever the fuck your name was, I can't seem to remember off the top of my head. Oh, what a conceited jerk. I hope he gets his someday. It's a rather terrorizing thing to say. Oh dear. Ah, we're logging into Rivenwell. Trade in 50 fluff-a-bit paws for a piece of lucky armor. No, lucky armors are like the worst thing in the world. Her name's Merui. Yeah, I just remembered after seeing Rui of the Sword. Aha, here we are. The PvP match you participated in with the player Alistair has been cancelled due to an activity from both parties. Well, at least it doesn't say I lost. That's a positive, I suppose, right? Right? No? Okay. And I mean, most games don't even tell you there was a PvP match that just been cancelled, so I consider myself lucky. Are you okay? What happened? Hey Fiona, my internet connection dropped. I just got back on. So much for role-playing. Not gonna stick around or anything like that. You're just gonna say, oh, the internet dropped. Not, I was fired by a dragon. No, not of the sort. I was so worried about you. Crying face. Sorry. Again, the facial expressions really do match. Yeah, the dialogue. So if your connection dropped, does that mean you automatically forfeited to Alistair? It doesn't look like it. Apparently he didn't do anything. Maybe he didn't want such an easy win. I doubt it. I don't think so. If he was willing to steal our kill, he'd definitely accept an auto forfeit. Oh, then maybe he logged off. Maybe. It seems weird that we'd both drop at the same time. It's Travis. It's got to be Travis. Whatever. Maybe you just got lucky. What's wrong? Just thinking. I don't get lucky, bitch. Oh? I didn't say oh. That was O_O. Oh no. What if his connection dropped at the same time because we're both on the same network? I don't understand. I lost my connection because my internet died. What if Alistair was using the same internet connection as me? I guess that's a possibility. Where are you? At school. The school's net went down for a while, so he would have been logged off like me. Wait, you think Alistair goes to the same school as you? It's got to be Travis, damn you. Yeah, it all makes sense. People can lose their internet connections for all sorts of reasons. What if his mum told him it was time to go to bed or something? There could be that, I doubt it. Also, what kind of game is this? In an MMO, where they can have just a normal conversation like this without being told, like, someone shouting to sell something, that someone wants to die. It's implausible, I tell you, nah. No, it's too much of a coincidence. It has to be someone at this school. Good that she jumps to conclusions. If you say so, but I think that's a stretch. No, it's perfect. That means I'll be able to exact my revenge in real life. How do you plan to do that? Just go on the website and see where profile is. If it's the same area as you, then yes, you're probably right. But if it's Venezuela, for fuck's sake, you're probably wrong. What? If you do manage to find him, what exactly are you going to do? It's not as if you can just challenge him to a duel in real life. Ah, well, I guess I'll figure that out later. But the important part is... revenge. Are you sure about that? I'm almost certainly I'm not sure about this. That guy deserves to pay for what he did. It's only an item in a game, though. It's not about the item. It's about being courteous online. Wow, that is the first time I've ever heard anyone try and convince other people of that. It doesn't happen. I think that's a lot to ask for people on the internet. Yeah, see? I'm siding with Fiona here. She seems clever. Well, just because it's the internet doesn't mean we should give up our standards of decency. I guess so. But you really shouldn't jump to conclusions. You might do something brash. Or brazen. When have I ever done anything brash? Never mind. She stutters on chat. Okay then. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure Rui wasn't dead. I've got to get going now. I'll see you. That's a word we'll use regularly. I'll see you. Later. And I log off. See you again, Rui of the Sword. I log off Rivenwell and quickly bring up my school's network list. In the name of trust and honesty, the school keeps close tabs on all of the students' computer usage. I don't know how much trust it shows, but it's really handy for seeing who's on the network and when. Okay. Looking at this afternoon's logs, only 4 students were logged on when the internet dropped. Naturally, I'm one of them. Shiro was on too. He doesn't look like a gamer though. He was probably just checking his email. This girl does like a good jump to conclusions, doesn't she? Some guy named Derek Nevine. His name sounds familiar, but where have I heard of him before? I've heard of him before. Who is that? I can't remember. And Travis. It's almost certainly not going to be him, is it? Now that she's jumped to the same conclusion I have, I do have to reflect upon mine and say it's probably wrong. Of course he was online. He was even sitting right behind me. I wouldn't be too surprised if he was Alistair. They both have rotten personalities. Who calls himself Alistair? No one does. Online names are something like ChrisTenarium. My real name's Chris. I'm not going to go online and be like, hey, I am Dave Almighty. No, it doesn't work like that. Whatever. But Travis didn't seem too interested in Rivenwell Online. In fact, he said that it was a silly game. Maybe he doesn't play it after all. I guess that leaves Derek. I click on his student profile. Apparently he's on the student council. I guess that's where I've heard his name before. He's on the basketball team as well. They're practicing right now, so he's probably there. I hurry down the hallway and stop outside the school gym. I can hear shouts and the echoing boom of a basketball. Slowly, I crack the door open and peer in. Oh my god, he's playing against the blind. Oh, that's pretty easy. Although I'm not sure how good you are at basketball if you feel the need to just play. dye your hair that colour and have an earring, but sure. The basketball players are rushing back and forth across the court. The current centre of attention seems to be a guy with blonde hair and bright highlights. Not bright highlights, it's pink. But sure. He races across the court, expertly dribbling the ball as he weaves back and forth. I remember seeing posters of him all over the school during elections. I guess he's Derek then. He looks like he really knows what he's doing. Another player leaps in front of him, holding his arms out to block him. Derek pauses for a moment, then grins playfully at him and fakes left before making a dash to the right. He's too good, I tell you. He dropped his shoulder. He skids to a halt in front of the basket as another player moves in to block him. Derek, over here! One of his teammates waves his arms to indicate that he's open, but Derek shakes his head and waves around the player blocking him. Damn, this guy sounds like a cocky, arrogant bastard. To the cheers of his teammates, he leaps into the air and dunks the ball into the net. That's enough showing off, Naveen. Take a water break. A couple of guys surround Derek, clapping him on the back and laughing. One of them leans towards him and points in my direction. Oops! Brilliant. I slam the door shut, but not fast enough. So he knows who I am. He looks like the kind of guy who'd play an online game. Cough. Cough. In a few seconds, the door opens and Derek steps out into the hallway. Hey, cutie, did you want something? Cutie? Oh, was that too forward? Yes. Plus, you're like 3 years older than me. Get off, you paedophile. He bursts out laughing. I'm sorry, I'm just a forward kind of guy. It gets me in a lot of trouble sometimes. I'm quite forward. I'm not that forward, unfortunately. Sure. Especially with cute girls. Something wrong? Don't be shy. I'm a really nice guy, you know. The rhymes. You can come in and watch us practice if you want. It's not that. Oh, so you do speak. That's great. So what's your name? Memory. You know, we should have just lied. Mike Hunt. There you are. That's what you should have called yourself. Oh dear. Sweet. I like girls with unique names. He nods back to the gym door. I'd love to stay and chat, but coach probably wants me back in a few. Was there something you wanted? I just had a few questions, nothing important. Hey, I'm vice president. Anything from a member of the student body is important. Great. It's not exactly about school, though. Oh, that's even more interesting. Why don't we talk about it at the mall? We can call it a date if you'd like. Ugh, and Mary's such an awkward bastard that she's just gonna go, shoo, clap like a seal. Is this guy actually asking me out on a date? He hardly even knows me. I guess he is kind of cute, though. No! Girls, why would you do such a thing like that? Ugh. Ah, no, focus. What if he's Alistair? I'd never be able to forgive myself if I went out on a date with him. That's not the only reason you shouldn't be. What should I do? Ask for just a friendly chat again? No, we're asking for a friendly chat. Especially with someone as cocky as that. I wouldn't mind meeting you in the mall, but I don't think we're really on dating terms yet. Said in the most upper class way possible. I understand. They're just as friends, right? Yeah, just as friends. Cool, we'll work out the details later. Your email address is in the student directory, right? Yeah. It's quite worrying that anyone could just grab that, but sure. Then we'll be in touch. He winks at me before heading back to the gym. Catch you later, Maroe. Oi, I didn't get to ask him what I wanted. Oh well, at least I'll be able to talk later. In the mall. Oh, you're such a pillock, Maroe. Sure. Suddenly the music changed. God knows what that's about. For now, I should probably get to work. I spend the next hour folding and sealing envelopes in the school's office. It's not exactly the most glamorous job in the world, but money is money and I can't complain about that. And after the office closes, I head home. As soon as I get home, I turn my computer on to check my email. Our project, new items. Well, the one we'll be clicking on is new items. Hey Rivenwellers, it's a new month and you all know what that means. New rare items. Looks cool, blah 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 blah, nerdy stuff, MMO. Meroe, there isn't much about Athens on the internet. Really? There's nothing about Athens on the internet. That historical, huge city, history dating back thousands of years. No, there's not much. You put Athens into Wikipedia and, like, nothing much came up. So I bought a couple of books that I think would be useful. If you find more, you should get them. It would also be a good idea if we could meet up sometime to discuss our project. You should come over to my place sometime so we can talk about it more. Okie dokie. I searched for information about Athens online, but there really isn't much. Really? Really, though? There's so much which went on there. Well, whatever. Let's just go on. Some history, some mythology, and a bit of info on the culture, but nothing very deep. Shiro was right. I'll actually have to get some books or something, huh? Oh, the hardships. I copy and paste a few interesting facts. My attention wanders pretty quickly and I'm still thinking about what happened today. Fine, if I can't concentrate on this, I might as well just log on. Maybe hacking away at monsters will help me calm down. Sure, that is the perfect way. We're gonna find Alistair now, aren't we? We know he's online as well. He's got to be. Hi, Ruby. You haven't moved from earlier on, I see. Still in exactly the same place. Oh dear. Hey, Fiona. How's it going? I'm doing well, taking a break, and you? I'm procrastinating on my homework. Procrastinate was one of those things which no one knew what the fuck it meant until Charlie is so cool I came along. Are you sure that's a good idea? Yes, it's of course it's a brilliant idea. I came up with it. Meh! I'll be fine. Besides, I need to blow off some steam. Want to be in a party with me for a while? Sure. Fiona Wings has joined your team. That's not a team, that's a party. But sure, where should we go? Well, I think there's a promotion going on at the Mores Mountains right now. Then let's get going. Yes, there was a frost sword that I vaguely read about. Alistair. You shall be smited now!